The first thing is parents are in shock. They are in denial after their child or their relative discloses their sexual orientation. Most of the time, when they come to GALZ, they really need somebody to talk to. So in that way, we get to normalize their feelings and emotions, and then we get to sit down and discuss what are their fears. And most of the time, they wish their child is like everybody else. And the other fear is, what is society going to say about my child? Because human sexuality is something that is never discussed in the African context, in the religious context, in the traditional cultural context, as we live as Zimbabweans or as we live as Africans. So one main issue is and what are people going to say? At first hand, those are the first issues that PFLAG or parents, friends and allies of LGBTI come across with. And most of the time they need somebody to talk to, they need support, they want to understand this. And secondly, they'll say, then if you are gay, am I going to get a mzukuru? Am I going to get a grandchild or a grandson? So those are some of the questions that come to us. So in that way, we work as PFLAG to enable them and also to be able to support them as girls, so that they are able to navigate, so that they're also able to support their child, because their child is also asking themselves, why is it that I'm different from somebody else? Because you realize that they're also suicidal, they have suicidal ideation, some of them have been parasuicidal because they are not understanding. So we as girls are here then to be able to give counseling and psychosocial support for such parents, and we also have established a group of parents on WhatsApp, and we have parents also that come here. We have formed a PFLAG movement where we are saying, then you are the mother, you bear a child, your womb carries a child, whether it's a chief, whether it's a thief, whether it's a prostitute, a sex worker, it's still a child. So a womb does not discriminate. So we are forming a movement to say, why should you allow anybody else to destigmatize your child when you're there? So as mothers, we need to be movers and shakers, not to allow the children that we bear, not to allow anyone else to stigmatize our children.